Hello and welcome to Pocket Ants. This is SimAnt 2020. I tried to make a video on this a few days ago, but I had some technical difficulties, so it didn't come out. But there's been a new update to the game in the new version, which is going to require you to update at the Play Store. I don't think this one's going to be forced because it's not like a very important one that changes a lot, but there are a few good things that make this one worth updating. So this is version 6.4.8, as you can see. And the two main things that he added to this, or the two things he did add to it other than bug fixing, is he reduced the cost of the Fire Ant Nest dungeon. For those who know it, well, actually decreased it and increased it. So the cost used to be $950. Instead it's $500, but the amount of battle tokens is now 3. I believe it used to be 1. So that has gone up. On the other hand, the actual cost has gone down with regards to resources. So that is a major change. So if you were doing some Fire Ant Nest farming in the past, it's definitely worth going back into that now with the cheaper cost. And then the other thing he did, now those who did play the Easter event do remember the Easter eggs, which gave honeydew, resin, maybe not honeydew, resin, creature parts, and gems. Now there's no event going on, but he added a mechanic that's almost identical to it with a slight improvement, which are acorns. So what the acorns do is they allow you, just like the Easter egg, to gather for certain resources, but in this case it's just the basic 3 resources, being the fungi, the mushrooms, the food, the leaves, and the seeds. So no longer creature parts, no longer gems, no longer resin, but you get to grab these resources, and just like the Easter eggs, you get 10 of those a day. They don't appear on your main map. They do appear only, or sorry, they don't appear when you pull up the full map. They only do appear on the mini map and on your main map as you're searching for them. Now you can see I finally have come to my first one. You can see the graphic for it. Very nice. So you click select and gather. Now the cool thing about this, you'll notice, is that there's a counter. So you won't have to guess how many did I do today. Now you can see I've already done 1, so this is 2 out of 10. And you can see I got 900 fungus. And I think it's not confirmed, but the amount is similar to how the resource is determined for when a new resource node or resource point spawns. It's based on the level of the chamber, and you know, it's around that 10% mark. So with this, it's more around the 1% mark versus the 10% mark, like on your resources. So the first one you saw, I got mushrooms. In this one, you can see I also got mushrooms, but you can of course get the leaves or seeds as well. I'm gonna try to find the rest of these pretty quickly. I got my ant speed maxed out in the game right now, so hopefully it won't take me too long to find the other acorns, and of course I'll continue doing my resource gathering while I'm doing this too. But yeah, it's a great change. It's, you know, it works well for the player. Anyone who did the Easter event, you have a ton of battle tokens, so you won't worry about the cost of 3 for the Fire Ant Nest. And then of course the cheaper cost and the extra resources is just going to help with regards to farming the Fire Ant Nest, and then also of course with the donations. So there you go with some leaves, 950. So you see the numbers are, you know, going to be around 900, give or take 50, I guess, or maybe 100. So we'll see though. I haven't been paying too much attention. This is somewhat new. So there you go. I broke 1,000 on that one, which is nice. Still hoping to see some seeds in the near future, but we will see. And then once again, the counter is great to tell you how many you've done, so you're not running around for 5 minutes looking for a, I'm not going to say Easter egg, but an acorn, and you know, you already hit your max for the day. And it's a daily thing. It resets every day. You know, just like anything else that resets daily at the 1200, or sorry, 2400 UTC, it resets, and then you can get a new set of 10. Alright. Oh crap, I'm going to donate real quick just so I don't go over with that, because I'm almost at max. Not dyslexic. And I don't want to waste resources. I'm not a big fan of wasting resources. So. Alright, so yeah, that's another set of food there. Alright, so looking for a few more, hopefully find seeds. I'm just going to get to the 10 out of 10. Cross my fingers I get seeds once, just so I can see in this video you saw all variants of what you can get from the acorn, but of course, you know, it's random, and who knows, you know, what the percents are. I imagine seeds are probably the lowest, and food is the highest, and leaves somewhere in between, but, you know, that was not announced, and I don't think it ever will be. But I haven't seen or heard anybody saying they got gems, so gems may... Oh, that's a butterfly from the Easter event. A little trick was to summon him and not kill him, and not worry about my ants getting killed by a random spawn or by anything, because the butterfly doesn't attack. Let's see here, so come on, seeds. There you go. Nice. So I got all three there, 3 different types. So 7 out of 10, I got 3 left. I'll just try to knock those off quickly. I want this to be a quick video, so you know, there's not a whole lot going on here. Maybe I'll just edit this and just show 10 out of 10. Alright, 8 out of 10. Oh, well, I guess while I'm doing this, I can talk to you about what's been going on AG's side. He's been spending time and money investing into Pocket Ants. So, of course, this, you know, developing is his job, his primary job. But he also, you know, works with other people to, not to develop, but to maybe do some graphics, do some translations, stuff like that. And the graphics for Pocket Bees, he just he spent money on updating the graphics recently, and he recently put it in one of the new test versions that we're doing, and oh my god, it is gorgeous. I always liked the Pocket Ants graphics. You know, it's old school, it's retro, it's very, in my opinion, it's very nice. He did a lot of the graphics. He did get some help on the graphics, but I think it was just based on like volunteer help. It wasn't like paid or professional. But in Pocket Bees, however, wow, he paid for it. It's professional graphics, and it is so pretty. I'm gonna ask him if I could put a screenshot of just the graphics at some point in one of my videos. He'll probably say not at this point, but hopefully in the near future he'll let me do that. But it is quite gorgeous. And the game is developing quite nicely. He's putting a lot of time on it. He's doing some new things, which I think we will be seeing in Pocket Ants potentially in the future. And of course, it's actually pretty cool, because and somebody asked this, you know, is it going to be so that you either play Pocket Ants or you play Pocket Bees? Are they going to be that similar, where you're just, you know, going to go to the next version and kind of give up on the first version? The answer to that is no. The game mechanics right from the beginning are different than they are in Pocket Ants. So I mean, there's a lot of similarities. I'm sure there, as Zen said, I think there's a lot of reused code, but the gameplay is quite different right from the start. You know, in this game you get spawned as an ant. In that game you get spawned as a bee, and it seems like it's going to be similar, and then immediately you find out it's quite different. So it's exciting. It's great. As soon as I can release any information on that, I will. I doubt it will be probably until the release, and I'll be able to show information, but it's great for me, especially because I got to see it, you know, the first APK of being first able to test, finding the first bug, and then seeing how quickly and how much the game has changed in such a short time. I mean, this guy is just unbelievable. He's like the, you know, programming god, so I can understand why he hasn't hired anybody and continues to work alone, because I mean, he really he does such wonderful things. But you know, I still like the idea of him having additional help, you know, with like maybe bug fixing or quality of life type stuff while he does the main core content and such in programming. But anyway, that's not my decision. I enjoy testing for him and seeing, you know, all the work he does, and then enjoying the game and playing it, unlike him, because he spends too much time coding and bug testing. He doesn't actually get to play. So that's that. So once again, just update the game. It should be available on both the Play Store and the Google Store by now, so you can download it. If you don't see it, just refresh your Google Play or restart your device, and that should make sure you can see it. Once again, it's version 648. Alright, thank you very much for tuning in and watching, and until next time, see ya!